In order to dispatch orders to partner carriers, you need to make sure that you have your partner carrier set up with a profile in RoseRocket. To do that, go to the Carriers module and then click on the Add Carrier button in the top right corner. In the first field, enter the name of the carrier, then enter the email that is the primary contact for the carrier. Then add their MC number. You can also add the doc number here as well. You can change this doc number and enter the DOT ID. And then in the field at the bottom, this is a Google search field. You can use it to search for the carrier so that the address information auto-populates. So double check that the address is correct, and most importantly, double check that the currency has defaulted to the correct one. When you're done, click Create. On the right-hand side, this is the carrier profile details page. So the most important thing that you'll want to update as a minimum is the contact information. So you've already added the primary contact up here, but you can add others at the bottom as well. So if you have a particular person that you contact, you can put their email information in as well and their phone number. Remember to always click Save, because that's how you save the information that you've added for the profile. At the very bottom, there is a generic upload field. This is where you can upload documentation like contracts that are between you and the carrier. If you scroll up to the top, or if you just click on the Compliance tab, this now shows you compliance information related to the carrier. So this is where, for example, you can turn off or on the toggle that will warn dispatch if any of the compliance information below, any of the insurance items below, are within 14 days of expiring. The idea here is that if it's, let's say, 5 days before any one of these things expires, the dispatcher will get a warning message letting them know. So you can then add the cargo insurance, the liability insurance information. You can, of course, set the expiration dates here, and you can upload copies of that documentation if you wish. The Allow Dispatch toggle will mean that if the cargo insurance, for example, is expired and this Allow Dispatch is on, it means that the dispatcher will still be allowed to dispatch to the carrier. If you don't want that, just make sure you turn these off. So by turning these off, that then prevents any dispatcher from dispatching this carrier if any of these are expired. If you find it cumbersome to manage all of this compliance information and documentation, I strongly suggest you reach out to us to talk about our SaferWatch integration. If you have a SaferWatch integration, then when you add the carrier and you search for them using the MC number, when the profile gets created, we go out to SaferWatch and we actually pull in all of the compliance information so that you don't have to manage any of it. And we get a nightly update from SaferWatch that will keep all of this up to date. So you don't need to worry about whether the dispatch team is accidentally dispatching to a carrier with a bad compliance standing.